So much worse.
I could smell the heat from my brain trying to crank out another yeast pun.
It's cranking something.
It used to tried.
Oh,
No!
Adrian got it.
Man, I hate to interrupt. Last we left off, the group continued their pursuit of Fallon, the presumed kidnapper of Quinn's friend and colleague, Kodra of the Mountain.
Yes.
The trail led Kodra, not Sodra, it turns out. The trail led them back to the Scarlet Wolves dungeon, where they encountered 3 individuals dressed as Mralbach town guards. Rocky attempted to read their minds with a spell, and combat was initiated. It was quickly apparent that these 3 were indeed working for Fallon and not for Mralbach. After a close brush with death, with Rocky going down once, the group dispatched the 3 intruders and continued to explore the dungeon, setting off some traps in the process and alerting the real Mralbach guards upstairs to their presence. Thanks to some quick thinking from the entire group, they were able to convince the guards that they weren't trespassing and were eventually allowed to go on their way. On the three dead bodies, Demetrius found the same red sashes that were worn by the bandit group that had nearly killed him and cost him his arm and leg. And within the red sashes found some strange items: a platinum piece, a lock of baby hair, and 3 yellow flowers with a note. In one room, May and Celine came across a spot that had some residual magic energy marking it. Together, the 2 of them were able to draw back open a portal that had been created there. And looking through, they could clearly see the oceanside beach of the southern city of Nero, May's home. The portal is only the size of a handprint. However, with few other leads to follow, May and Celine remained in the dungeon to work on the portal with Demetrius standing guard, while Rocky and Quinn emerged into the city to tie up some loose ends and gather what they needed to continue their journey. It is here that we rejoin our friends. Quinn and Rocky, you part ways with Riley, Quinn's mother.
My mom.
His mama, resident MILF, and you emerge into the city streets from this all too familiar warehouse. What do you wish to do? What preparations do you wish to take?
Because we're planning on...
You still have about half the day left.
We decided we wanted to sleep, right?
Yeah, I think our plan was to...
Thought we had taken a short rest, but that was...
We did, yeah.
You did.
We did, because I'm seeing all the dice that we rolled, and I am at max HP after that, plus our...
That's right.
Yes.
But what about once I shoot you?
We were headed to the library
Yes.
to look up stuff.
Something. We were going to look up a couple of things, I think. We were heading to the library to see if we find stuff related to the portal, I think.
Good note taking, Chris.
And then
I
also...
really dropped the ball last week, gang.
I think
Riley had gone to inspect Laszlo Asterix's house.
Right.
She had given you some information about his spouse or ex-spouse. And I believe the 2 of you were planning to at least stop by the library. And I think there was also a plan to stop by the tavern, but I don't quite remember. But if there's anything that any of you would want to do.
May asked you to go by the library to see if they had any like
spell books,
like spell book, or anything that could get and if there's any information about like anything that we're looking into, the hand, the maw, etc., extra dimensional shit. And then also just to go back to the tavern to grab our stuff.
Yeah, Demetrius had asked to bring food.
That's right. Yeah, we're doing an Uber dash. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's Rocky and I going over to the College of the Black Rose?
Yep. Just us.
Okay. Okay, well, we should get a move on, right?
I think we're heading right over there.
Yes. You arrive with Really,
I-
no problem.
Can I actually say something? Can I talk to Rocky on the way over?
Please, yeah.
I kind of, as we're walking through the city, I'm just gonna like, this isn't gonna be like awkward for you or anything, is it?
Why would it be awkward?
Well, didn't you say they kicked you out?
A version of me?
Oh, were you like in disguise or something?
No, but I can if we go back.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do?
No, I mean, getting kicked out doesn't mean that I'm not allowed on the premise, does it?
Look, here's the thing. These guys fucking love me over there. So if we get there, I could probably talk your way in if we're just going to the library. But if you want to disguise yourself, if you want to avoid any awkwardness, I don't know. Do you know who your like your instructor was or anything like that?
Can you not?
Do I? Is that in the notes? Let me look at the
Your
notes. Hold on.
instructor actually was Kodra.
Oh.
Oof.
Well,
They were your primary instructor.
well, we decided, and Kodra's bad now, right? Kodra's
No.
no, Kodra who we're going to try to save.
Kodra
right?
is who got kidnapped. Yeah.
We're looking for them right now.
We're
That's
looking for
right.
them.
That's right. Well, my instructor won't be on the premise, so is Kodra why I got kicked out, Crane?
Kodra had a conversation with you, suggesting that perhaps this was not the best place for you to grow. They absolutely didn't expel you.
Okay.
But they had several long conversations about.
They were more supportive. It used to be Sodra, by the way, because I'm looking at the notes and it says Sodra
Yeah, it
instead
was.
of Kodra.
That was my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
on
changing it
that
to-
was on Grace and I. That was.
I'm
both of us.
changing it to Kodra in the sheet now.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Well, my one ally, you might say, will not be present, so it might be best that I not catch anybody's eye.
You're sure of that?
Well, as it's Kodra that we're looking for, yes, I'm sure.
Wait. Kodra kicked you out?
No. Kodra was one of my mentors, my teachers, who probably was the only one who actually cared about what happened to me,
Okay.
even though I wasn't the right flavor. They were pretty supportive and helped me make the decisions that led to my departure, which was definitely for my betterment in the end, in the long run. But besides Kodra, there's probably not a lot who would have been happy to see me, except for, well, would Lexus still be there? Lexibus still be there?
Yeah.
2 years younger than me?
Rowala, as far as you know, would likely still be a student there.
Okay. I do have a friend who, as long as they didn't graduate early, and they were more than capable of doing so, might also be upset if they found out that I was here and didn't know.
I see. Do you want to stop in and see them? Yes,
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
you do. I think you do.
I mean, I would rather not incur their wrath.
Right.
That would be quite unfortunate.
Yeah, we can stop by once we're done in the library, or we can see them first and then have them guide us to the library.
No, not first. Not first.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And hey, I lean in. You don't actually have to see, like, if you don't want to see them, I'm just kind of pushing you because you seem.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It would probably be worse if I didn't.
Okay.
So,
Okay. All right. If it's not gonna be awkward or anything like that, then all good. I mean, this could also be an opportunity for you to practice that whole thing, because I know it's still kind of tough for you to control it.
All right, all right.
Up to you.
We'll have to brainstorm a little bit what I should look like going in. As we're walking, I start shifting a little bit, and I look like Kodra.
That's a
think?
little on the nose.
Staff? Oh wait. Oh. Probably not a good idea. I mean, if you're seen walking with staff, though, wouldn't that make? Do other people know that they're missing?
I don't know.
You
I
haven't
think
yet.
we found out, and we were kind of hot on the trail. I don't think anybody else knew about it yet. I was like I had seen Kodra, I think the day before, something like that. I don't know.
Suggestions?
Suggestions. Well, what if you just did like an enhanced version of yourself? Like, what if you did like, maybe not enhanced isn't the right word, but like a different version.
I shift to a very muscular barbarian-looking version of Rocky.
Fuck. Okay. This is great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
As you're walking in the street, you catch a couple like glances.
Big and strong.
How, are you like? Wait. Are you like stronger now? How? Okay.
Should we find out?
If this is, I'm actually pretty good at arm wrestling.
Yeah. Let's arm wrestle. And I like sideline beeline for a partially empty merchant table that's got a corner open, and I prop up my arm.
I throw like 10 gold at the merchant. I'd be like, we're just gonna be a second.
10 gold. Wow.
And then I put my arm up.
Beautiful, both of you. Go ahead and make athletics checks. And Rocky, use your normal stats.
No bonus. Okay.
No bonus.
Well,
Oh dear. I clicked something that it's coming slowly.
no, enough, children.
Maybe. It didn't go. Why isn't it going over there? I got a 15.
I believe you.
But I don't think it shows me as connected either.
I'm just kidding.
Prove it. Take a picture
try
of them.
refreshing D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Did yours show up?
Yes, I went through. Zach was having issues with Beyond 20 earlier too.
Yeah, I don't know if you're using Firefox, the latest update I think broke Beyond 20. You may just have to roll directly in roll 20, honestly. Like, it'd be way too much to try to walk you through everything I had to do. So it was like an hour of tech troubleshooting.
Love that.
Well, I'm using Chrome and it should be fine, but
If refreshing it doesn't work, then just go ahead and roll 20 and we'll get it figured out.
I just don't know. My extension is running, but I don't see. Yeah, I just don't see it connecting me to roll 20. It's just really annoying.
Do you want to just roll straight for now and then we'll
Yeah.
get sorted? And just,
What
like,
do I,
add
how
it.
do I?
Oh, so in roll 20, the dice roller is on the left side of the screen. You'll see like the little taskbar.
But I have to choose specifically what to roll. How do I know which ones to roll?
Anything that's an ability check will just be like a d20.
Oh, okay. D20. You can hear poor baby
Oh.
crying.
Oh! All right,
Yes,
so
I broke your arm.
the two of you sit down. Quinn, you're ready. You're good at this. You got
I
this.
just remember Baldir.
In a matter of seconds, Rocky's giant, big, muscular hand just like blam, table shakes.
Rocky, that was insane.
Well, I guess I'm strong.
You are strong. How? Okay, I thank the merchant and kind of put my arm around Rocky's shoulders and just kind of like guide her away. If this is, you don't have to answer. I'm really just curious. How like extensive are these changes?
What changes?
What?
And I like wink at him and keep walking.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Because I'm in like super spy mode now. Like I'm method acting. Like we're going because I know that I gotta like pretend not to be me. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Cool. Let's head into the school then.
Awesome. While the two of you enter, just to cut back a little bit, May, Celine, and Demetrius, is there anything that you would like to be doing in the meantime while this is happening?
I know, May, you were looking at the portal, right? And Demetrius was sticking
Yeah.
around just to make sure you didn't like get into shit by yourself.
Yeah, May was going to be trying to work on expanding the portal out.
Sure.
Celine is helping with that also.
Yeah, she's just full tilt.
Beautiful. Go ahead and make an Arcana check with advantage because Celine is helping you.
Okay. Well,
Well,
that mine also isn't going, so I'll just roll into the thing.
Uh-oh. We love technology.
Technology's so good.
I love technology.
So that's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, it's slow going, but you find the more that you kind of work with it and have it in your hands, first of all, the thing that you notice is that the discomfort has subsided and is nearly gone. You don't feel
Okay.
the wobblies, and the more that you work with it, the more right it feels. And you find you are able to slowly kind of pulse your magic out, and the hole is surely but slowly getting larger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna silently keep working on that.
Cool.
Just sort of sweating from the effort.
Yeah. It is draining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Demetrius and Celine, anything that you'd like to do or talk about before cutting back?
I don't really think so. I think Demetrius is just kind of focused on watching May and making sure she's okay. As the portal expands, Demetrius is going to be definitely keeping an eye on the portal to see if he can see through it, or if there's any indication that there is any sort of foul play at hand, really.
Sure. You hear the occasional seagull, and you do see through it, and notably, like, the smell that rushes through the portal is quite strong. It's the smell of the sea, as well as a fresh wind that kind of blows through. Almost, maybe not even almost, but just refreshing in this, like, damp, cavern-like space.
Yeah, Demetrius, as that comes through, the gun just kind of drops a little bit in his grip as he just kind of closes his eye and like embraces that feeling of the ocean once more, as he's a sailor at heart and he misses it.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Well, cutting back to, and Celine, anything?
No, just helping May, just trying really hard to focus and match her energy as best as she can.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Quinn and Rocky, you both walk into the Hall of the Black Rose. As you walk in, it's like walking into an even busier city. Everywhere you look, there are students in robes that are rushing by with books. There are professors in kind of differently marked robes that are rushing by. There are people talking, chatting. The air is just humming with activity at the moment. And make
Rocky
an insight check,
awkwardly-
both of you.
Okay.
Sorry.
What's Rocky doing?
Make an insight.
Doing the insight check.
Insight
first.
Oh no.
Oh.
We lost Tori.
Oh no,
Dang, oh.
Tori. At first I was like, oh no, my shit is breaking, and now it's not me this time.
Power went out and
Oh no.
Well, she'll
Power
Oh.
went out.
Oh
Ouchie.
shit.
That
Well,
sucketh.
We'll get her back when we get her back. I'll just leave. the
our overlay
storage
isn't
now.
too
Yeah. It's
flat.
It's kind of Quinn and Rocky right now. Are you guys cool if we leave it until Tori gets back?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
They
Rocky, you're kind of more like in your head about like, oh god, being back here. Quinn, you don't sense any like concern in the air. This doesn't seem like a nervous crowd like rushing to find answers for something. It seems that no one has realized yet that Kojo
No
is
one.
gone. But I'm sorry, I cut you off, Rocky. What were you gonna say?
Well, I wanted to phrase it differently now. So Rocky is walking a little bit more uniquely, very swagger step like a barbarian would, and like occasionally like as their arms are moving, like flexing them at various angles, just very like formatively in a like clearly like I know how strong I am and I know what my best angles kind of way.
Make a
And,
performance check with advantage because you've practiced.
Mm-hmm.
You've studied this.
You know straw.
20.
It's beginning
You're
to
looking
believe.
good. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Damn, you're really selling this, Rocky.
What can I say?
Not much, it seems.
Well, I was gonna make a joke and I was like, I don't think I can make that joke.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey.
Corliss
Sorry
Bay.
about
Sorry, the power in my house just went out,
that. Uh-oh.
like,
And it's back.
and then it came back on. So,
Little
Yep.
power surge.
I'm all New Jersey.
guys.
Well, Quinn and Rocky are dead now.
Oh no!
We died of death.
You enter in. You both know where the library is. It is here on this just first floor.
Is there like, do we have to check in with anybody, or we can we just walk through?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Let's check in real quick.
At the front desk, there is kind of like a elder kind of clerk, working on some paperwork as you approach.
Hi, my name is Quinar Quilana Rodaxis. I'm a graduate here. My friend and I were just hoping to have access to the library, if that's at all possible.
All right. Your hands, please.
Yep, sure thing.
She fastens a little paper bracelet on you. Does the same
Oh.
with Rocky.
Rocky, like, as extend the hand, like, do it in the very, like, make my forearm muscles
Yeah.
pop kind of a way. The really hot hands way, kind of way.
Are you also an alum? As she's fashioning it around you.
Yes, you could say that.
Make a deception check.
This better do well. Normal or advantage?
Normal, please.
Fuck, it's a good thing I got a +7.
Ow.
Roll a 2.
Okay, could I would have to be a retcon, but could I give her bardic inspiration?
Sure.
I
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't say yes. I just said you could say that.
This is true. You could also play it out whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah,
I'll
up to
allow it.
you. Up to you. If you
Well,
really want to succeed, or if you want to keep.
Do you want to save your spell slot though for that? Because like,
Not a spell slot. I got plenty of those.
oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll take it.
All right, that's the extra D8.
So roll 1d8
All right.
and then add that to your
Hey.
8.
Hey.
Yo, 17.
Yo, Bart.
These dice, man.
total.
Whiplash.
Alright. And she presses a little stamp onto the two of your bracelets. It's like a little red flower stamp.
Matchy.
Matchy.
Enjoy and talk to one of us if you would like to check out anything.
We have a very specific kind of thing we're researching right now. Is there any way we could get somebody to help us out finding books and things like that?
Yes, I can send someone along. What were you interested in today?
We're specifically looking for portals, anything involving
Interdimensional travel,
yeah,
space travel,
out of character. Do we know whether or not
wormholes.
the hand is fey in nature, or is that something I've just applied to them from my brain?
I don't think I was assuming that they were fey in nature.
There hasn't been anything
Hasn't been
to
anything. Okay.
indicate them as fae so far.
Okay. I don't know where that's coming from then. Anything about like old organizations in Terminus? Like old factions, stuff like that.
As Rocky's leaning on the counter, like looking at the list as she's writing this list to you, she says, maybe something on string theory if you've got it.
We
Okay.
have a variety of books on knots, yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
No,
she
no,
doesn't say that.
Appropriate answer.
Yes, we can send someone along.
Excellent. All right, great. We'll do a little searching on our own. We'll leave our stuff at a table, and if they find anything, they can just leave it there, or they can meet up with
I
us.
will pass along this list, and I will have them bring you some materials.
Wonderful. Thank you. Then we'll sit down and we'll just wait that out.
Enjoy, dearie.
Thank you.
She goes back to her stuff. Would you like to try to investigate on your own, or would you like to wait for
Yes.
help?
I'll stay at the table if Rocky wants to go off and investigate.
I'm gonna go look for spell scroll type stuff.
Okay.
Oh God, yes. Sorry. Go.
Yeah, go ahead. Make an investigation check.
I'm so glad I fixed this. I'm less glad. 8.
You see rows and rows of big, so like just to set the scene for what this library looks like, big mahogany like bookcases that reach from floor to ceiling, big vaulted ceilings, stained glass windows. This is a gorgeous room, and it is expansive. Books are just everywhere you see. The detail is like so overwhelming. It's hard to find just like what a traditional spell scroll, what you think that might look like in a place like this.
Yeah.
And all of your work
This is-
here that was done with spell scrolls was usually done in a classroom.
I was gonna say I can't learn from spell scrolls the same way, can I? So it's not something that I would even have typically have used,
You would have remembered studying them, but
even though I wasn't
not the
using
same
them.
way that a wizard would study them.
Okay.
A lot of what you learned here was theory, which was part of Kodra's conversation with you, thinking that this was perhaps not the type of magic that you would benefit learning from.
I'd need hands-on experience. Get handsy.
Meanwhile, while you're looking for this, Quinn, I have a bonus in my head. Would you please roll a d20, I guess?
Okay. Boop.
Perfect.
13. It's the worst one.
Oh no, the unlucky number.
Oh, beans.
Could you remind me again what specifically materials were that you wanted?
Sure. We're looking for planar travel, extra dimensional stuff. We're looking for anything about old factions from Terminus, like older factions. And I think that was pretty much all we gave her.
Okay. Okay. At this point, a young, what looks to be like intern or student with green skin, a tiefling person, kind of walks up. Here you go. lets down this giant load of books.
Okay. I guess we gotta get started. Are any of these? Can we take any of these out on loan?
Yeah, you could check them out. I think that there's like a 30-day loan.
Yeah. Great.
We
Okay.
just need
Perfect.
to have them recorded.
Sure. There may be other materials that we need to get. Are you going to be nearby? Could we count on you, or?
I'll be nearby. Yeah, I work here until 5, so I'll be here.
Okay. Great. My name is Quinn. So I will make sure that, do you guys take tips or anything like that? Do we tip you guys?
You're really sweet. I don't think I can, but thank you
You
for
can't-
offering.
Wait, are you an intern? Are you getting paid to do this?
I'm a student here. I do this part-time. I volunteer here.
Okay.
It's
all
nice to
right.
meet you, Quinn. I'm Rowella.
Rowella. It's nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Great. I'm going to work on this then. And then I'll hunt you down if I need to do anything.
I'll be around.
Cool.
See ya. She
See ya.
kind of wanders off. What she has brought you, first thing that you notice, sorry, let me just pull this up here. I want to make sure I get the names right. She pulls up. There is a small kind of book titled History of the Silver Creed. Which appears to be about like an older sort of organization based here in Ralbach. Presumably it looks like either some sort of student project or something written by someone that lives or works or studies here. Almost like a thesis. You see...
I'll just...
You see a book that looks very similar, actually, to the one that you were given by Kodra. It looks like this is maybe another copy or another edition.
Okay.
As far as planar travel goes... sorry, I'm just pulling up my stuff here. So sorry. Where'd the thing go? Okay. It doesn't look like there is anything on planar travel.
Okay.
Was there anything about string theory?
Good question.
String theory?
I don't know anything about string theory, so I'm gonna say
Oh,
no.
did you never see what was that movie / book, A Wrinkle in Time?
No.
Okay, so string theory is basically the physics like concept about how one would teleport by folding space.
Gotcha. Okay, I see. Okay.
It's an our world nerd sci-fi science thing. So just I didn't know that you didn't know what that was.
I'm so sorry, yeah.
It makes the reference a little less funny now.
It is relevant, however.
To what we're trying to find, yes. That's why I thought it was such a funny joke.
You do see, so there's 3 books. There's one on the history of the Silver Creed. There is, let me pull up actually the full name of that second one.
Oh.
You have it, actually.
I have a copy.
The account. The account of Hefrog Arkog is what it is called.
Oh, you never said that to me. That's the Damarkog book?
Yes.
Will you spell that name for me?
Yeah, could you say it one more time?
Yeah. And I will show you as well in just a moment.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I'll just show you now.
Yeah.
you have this.
Oh,
Ooh.
And then
That's
there
wrong,
is
right.
also a detailed study on something called the Everbeam.
okay. I don't get the impression that the Silver Creed book is going to be. Oh, boy.
As you open it up and just flip through it,
Mhm. Yeah, I'll scan through it to see if I see anything relevant in there.
yeah, let me pull it up here. It looks to be an order of druids who worship the moon on this here continent of Aldor. Aldor, right? We're on Aldor. I just doubted myself for a second.
Aldor, yeah,
Yeah,
Aldor
yeah.
is the western continent.
They're an Aldorian
East.
group of druids who the CSIS attempts to be neutral, but some view them as extremists, others view them as a cult, some view them as a peaceful organization that's not harming anyone. Either way, the study focuses on their attempts to birth through ritual and through worship an avatar of the moon.
Wait. Isn't that what the hand was trying to is there any mention in there of like the maw or the hand or anything?
As you read through, there's no mention of the hand or the
Okay.
maw.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It is an order of traditionally women who often take the forms of various animals, and it is their belief through devout worship and ritual that they can birth what they call one of the ascended, an avatar of the moon.
Okay. Okay. I really Quinn kind of places the hand on the Damarcog book, and just says, "I will take a chance to read this when I have the time to, but I don't know if I can just yet." And then the Everbeam book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look through that and see if I can see anything relevant in there.
So, it details kind of what the Everbeam is. It seems perhaps Roella thought this was relevant because there is some mention of planar travel. It seems to be an artifact, though the ritual surrounding its use is heavily obscured. It enables those who partake in the ritual surrounding it to travel the ethereal plane and move about within it. And it is a rich point in Under's history. It looks like the Everbeam is based in the city of Asteria. And there are several kind of theories about where its power comes from. Some say it was planted there by demons. There are other theories that suggest it was placed there by the sea itself, or perhaps by the wind or the earth or the fire entities that rule this land. But nevertheless, there is a highly sacred ritual in Asteria that allows people to traverse the ethereal plane and return safely.
Okay. All right. I'm going to once I kind of scan through that, I'm going to stack those books back up. I'm going to try to track down Roella.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of fixing some things on a shelf. You're back.
Yes. Hi. I scanned through those books a little bit. I'm not sure if they're exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe I didn't know if I wanted to be too specific, but I guess I'll get specific.
Yeah.
Could you find if there's any books mentioning a group called the Maw or the Hand
The Maw
or anything like that?
Hand. Yeah, I can look for that.
Okay.
It's a group.
A group, an organization. it's gonna be tough. They're kind of covert. They're not well known, so it's not likely you guys have a book. But just in case you do,
I'm sure something exists. I can go look for it.
something. Yeah. So the maw and the hand, those are related. And then also, can you try to find something about the weirder histories of this area, like of Aldor. So like Mralbach and Narrow and this kind of region of Aldor.
I think I can do that. Yeah.
Anything weird, anything that might yeah, anything like that.
Sure.
And then finally, if you have any like spell books or anything like that that people can copy out of.
Ooh. Anything like that would be not held in the library.
Can I ask where it would be held?
They usually don't loan them out.
Okay.
Usually those are kind of kept by professors or staff here.
Okay.
Just because, it's a liability.
Yeah.
That's what
Do you
they
have?
told me.
Are there scrolls or anything that maybe for purchase?
I think you would have to have like a staff sponsor.
Yeah.
And they would have to monitor the session. They really don't let people take those out.
Quinn, as soon as they say
So,
that, Quinn.
Rocky was just around the corner, and
Quinn-
he walks around looking like Coda.
Kodra.
Like, I'm sorry, I was late meeting you here, Quinlan. Yes, ma'am, I am sponsoring him on this. We can absolutely share those with him.
Oh, hi, Professor.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I stopped by your office hours earlier and you weren't there.
I apologize. I had a personal emergency I had to take care of. I was not able to let you know in advance. I will definitely have to reschedule with you on that later. That personal issue is still around, but I needed to make sure that I was here to sponsor Quinlan for this because it's related to that. We're taking care of it. I will let you know when I'm able to reschedule. Sorry about that, love.
No, that's okay. Yeah, go. Of course. Yeah. I'm glad to hear y'all got what you need. Loud cars outside.
Is there a parade going by?
I think that there's some sort of parade outside.
Well, it's Halloween weekend coming up, so maybe.
Yeah, she kind of just like stands to the side and starts like looking again for other materials.
Spell stuff. Okay.
She, as stated, doesn't have any access to spells down here, but has kind of accepted that you are Kodra of the Mountain and have the access that Kodra would have.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I didn't want to play my hand and be that, that person. But like, if there's anything that maybe you can't necessarily show the general public, maybe some rarer books.
Oh.
Could we get our hands on something like that now that
Kodra's nodding.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. Sweet.
Can I do an assist on that? He doesn't need it.
You are.
I
Yeah, it's
understand.
advantage.
that's why I had advantage.
Yeah.
You okay?
Secret stuff. Restricted stuff.
Yeah.
About the topics
Could you
mentioned.
check those and just see if there's anything that you think may be helpful?
Yeah.
It's
I think I
very
can
important.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
Remind me one more time what you were looking for.
This time it was for the maw or the hand. Any mentions of those two? Weird history of this specific region of Aldor. So like the Narrow, Mralbach, Nexus, Fumar region. Like if there's any kind of weird histories there. And also, she said no, but she said to like talk to the specific professor. So I think that's the two. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She gets a grin on her face and Rocky at this point, having rounded the corner, this is Rawala. This is your roommate, who does not recognize you because you look like Kodra.
Because I'm Kodra. Yep.
So she gets a mischievous grin on her face that you recognize, and she scampers off out of the library and is gone for a second. And a minute passes, 2 minutes pass, 3. She returns, holding a very small book. In one of my classes, this way, come here. And she gestures you over. Oh my god, trouble. It's fine. We're just gossiping. She beckons you over to a darker kind of corner of the library where there isn't quite as much traffic, and slides the book across the table to you. In one of my classes, one of my professors left this out, and I mean,
No,
I wasn't snooping. I was just
No, this is great.
I was doing my own research.
Okay. Is Kodra is
Am
Rock,
I in this conversation or no?
Rockodra?
Oh, yeah.
Rock
Yeah, she
lobster?
discloses this to you as well.
I glance at Quinlan, and then I glance at her in a like, uh-oh.
I wasn't snooping. She left it out, and so I figured.
Kodra, you're always going on about how we have to find creative solutions to our problems.
You're
Yeah.
very much correct, ma'am. My dearest Lexibus, I appreciate you bringing this to our attention. You brought it to the right place. You're correct that they should not have left it out, and I appreciate you bringing our attention to this. This might be very useful for our investigation, of course, as well. But if you want to go ahead and tell me which teacher it was, so I can make sure that we just have a conversation about leaving out things they shouldn't. Would probably be a good idea.
It was that really new one, Professor Aldair. It was like a F word. What was her first name? Falcon.
Fallon?
Yes, that's it. That really new one. I haven't seen her anywhere today. Well, it's been a couple days since I've seen her, but
Can you remind me which classroom was hers again? It's, with all the staff that rotates occasionally, and with all the projects I take on, I can't always remember where they place people.
of course, yeah, it was room 305.
Okay, thank you. And I appreciate you bringing this to me. This was definitely the right decision to do. Keep your eyes on her. If you see anything else unusual, I look over at
Quinn
Quinn.
is visibly he's shaking.
We will want you to tell us directly, but we're gonna have to be very particular about how it happens because, as you know, in this school especially, there's a bit of there are different avenues in which things can or can't go awry depending on who you decide to tell things to. So I'm very glad you brought it to me. Please be safe around them. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Just don't draw attention to yourself
Fine.
by them.
It's
Okay.
all fine.
And I look hard at Quinn, like, shut up.
I will. I mean, she's really cool. She seems really nice. I like her class, but
Don't
it
get
was
too
weird.
close.
We all
Teachers-
showed up for
teachers
class
should-
yesterday, and she wasn't there. None of us really knew what happened.
What did she teach?
It was a body class. Quinn, you would recognize this term. This was one of the seduction
Oh, okay.
Courses.
yeah.
A body class? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like leveraging your body in
Yeah,
all the ways.
All right.
This is the Black Rose.
It's the Black Rose. Yeah. We got very particular
adults
set of
here.
skills.
Adult students.
Rocky/Kodra puts her hand on Riala's shoulder and says, again, I appreciate you bringing this attention to us. I would recommend that you very much stay under the radar in her class. Should she, obviously show up to class again. Just stay under the radar. As you know, not everyone uses our skills for the most honorable means. So she's still new. We don't know very much about her. Obviously, she got hired, but that doesn't make her trustworthy. You know, and I know, you always keep your eyes open. So if you do see something else, Quinn, I look at Quinn. What with our current situation, what would you say is probably the best way?
We're gonna have to travel. We're probably not gonna be back for a little while. So if you see something else, just write it down, and when we return, let us know. Is that I look at Kodra.
Let me see.
Kodraki.
Kodraki.
Is there okay, I have a question about my detect thought spell. Isn't it at higher levels if it's something that is someone I'm really close to and know, or in my other spell that I added, sending, is it possible for me to set it up so someone could hold a sending action to send us a message because it has an unlimited range?
You have actually a class ability that is different from detect thoughts.
Features and traits, right?
Mhm.
Oh, how do I? Okay, wait. Let me read this. Oh, that's my origin. That's not the same thing. Let's see.
I think it will also be listed as a bonus action for you.
Yes, I'm reading it. It ends early if you're incapacitated. But is there a way to set it up where, like, even if we take this portal to Moralbach or to New Narrow, that they would still be able to send with it?
Not with what you got.
And sending doesn't give you the option to either. I can send from anywhere, but they can't send to me, right?
If you send, they can respond.
Sending is a spell. Let me pull up your character sheet really quickly so that I know what you're referencing.
Okay.
I mean, we have 3rd level spells. It's very possible.
I do have a 3rd level sending, and it does say that it has unlimited range.
Yes, that's true of sending. It would cast a 3rd level spell slot to cast.
Is that something that Kodra would have the ability to do, or?
As a bard?
Anyone can respond to ascending. You wouldn't have a ton of insight into Kodra's own abilities. Just the nature of your relationship.
Okay. But would my ex-roommate have knowledge of her abilities?
You could always ask.
Okay. All right. Me as Kodra again to her. We are working on a very important project right now, Quinlan and I, and I'm going to be missing a few more classes, and I'm going to be out of town for a little bit. But I need to know what if this teacher shows up again. Now, I won't be reachable by normal methods very easily. So what I can do is, in a day or so, I will reach out to you. Don't worry about how. You'll know it when it happens. And you will have a limited amount of talk back that you can do to me. You'll be able to send me basically a sentence or so, and I'll just want a quick summary on, were they here again?
Oh, you mean like sending?
Yes. Okay.
That's
I wasn't sure what you. Okay. Yeah, it is. I just wasn't sure. Your grades, not always the best.
That's
just making sure. I will send you a sending in a day or so. You will know it when it comes. And remember,
and I'll
there's limited text.
Professor Aldair.
I will. Yes. I want to know whether or not the professor has shown up for any more classes, and if you've noticed anything unusual that their actions have been on campus.
Sure.
Perfect. Excellent.
What is this little book?
Yeah, so she slides it across to you. You open it up. It looks like a series of drawings. The first page, it's just 5 little red dots that form kind of like an arc. Not unlike a handprint.
I put my hand on it.
It fits your fingers. Flipping through it more, there are other more detailed drawings of a child in a towering forest of trees, kind of in a cowering position. There's the image of a log cabin blazing with fire through the windows.
Mm.
There's an image of a little boy's face. And oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm. There's a thing that I'm looking for that I know that I buried, and I'm trying to remember where I buried it. If y'all want to talk together while I'm looking for this, feel free. I might take a second.
Okay.
Time for yeast chat.
Can we do like a quick 5-minute then? I need to go run dishes back to the kitchen.
Yeah. Do we want to take like an early bio break?
Sure. Yeah, I'm down.
Gee, I wish I could.
You cannot move,
Trapped.
baby.
You are
You got
trapped.
cat lap.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I know that we're still waiting on Tori, but do we want to pick back up here? If we're discussing
can.
With the books.
book stuff?
Sure. Yeah, there were the pictures. We were talking about pictures.
Yes. So as you go through it, all those pictures that were previously described, there's one more straight, just like image. It looks to be some sort of like demon with a big hunched back and big horns coming out, with like mossy growths on its shoulders, and what looks like little buildings kind of popping out like toadstools on its shoulders.
But they're buildings.
That's what it looks like, yeah. Like little houses and buildings. Then there's one page kind of towards the end that looks like it's just notes. One that stands out, Valis, the word Valis, V-A-L-I-S, the shining crown of the new country. There's one that says, the hand giveth, insight, power, wealth. There is one page, 2 pages actually, like a full spread across 2 pages where it's just the words I wish over
Spread
and over
it.
and over and over and over again. And then on the very last page, there are some sketches. The page is kind of divided into like a diamond. At the top, it says the hand. And there are 5 red points in that same shape that was on the first page. In the left of the page, it says the maw. It's an image of a dragon eating its own tail. In the lower right, it says the gut. And it looks to be a top row of sharp teeth and a bottom row of what look like rooftops and jagged buildings. And then at the very bottom, it says the eye. And there are multiple little like scribblings that have been like crossed out, almost like drafts.
The gut. What was the gut again?
Yeah, it was a top row of sharp fang-like teeth and a bottom row of what looks like buildings, like rooftops.
Okay. And then there was the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the 5 dots again.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally there was the eye.
The eye. And it looks like there are just a lot of scribbled, like, ideas of, like, an iconography that look to have been, like, scribbled out and then changed and then scribbled out again.
Are there any, like, common features of each iteration?
They're all pretty simple. I mean, I guess what do you mean by that?
So like it's obviously trying to be like a symbol, right? Like she's trying to write a symbol or make a symbol for the eye. So are there like
All across the versions of...
Yeah, is there something that sticks in each version?
There is like an image of an eye.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but it looks so like in one of them you kind of like it's hard to tell because they're all scribbled.
Yeah.
But it looks like one has like a teardrop in the middle. One eye is open, one eye is closed. There's one eye with a black ring around it. There's one eye with a purple ring around it. There's one eye that's entirely drawn in purple.
So, to our understanding, the maw and the hand and all that were parts of they were smaller parts of a larger whole. That was what that was the impression we got, right?
Perhaps. It seems like you have kind of inferred in the past that the hand is the entity that has been reaching out to some of you in dreams.
Yes.
The first you heard of the maw was the letter from Sour to Fallon. Or, well,
Right.
the first you heard was from Pacha, actually,
Yes.
saying that gloom works for the maw.
I think okay. So I think I'm gonna hold on to this book in particular.
Ruala kind of lights up. You can keep it. It's not registered, and I haven't seen the professor anywhere, and she didn't see me take it, so...
This is actually
Keep it.
I think this is going to be super helpful. I think I'm going to get smarter people to look at this than me, and see what they have to say about it.
I'm really glad.
But this is great. I'm also going to take the book about the Everbeam, if that's okay.
Of course, that one
I'll
they'll just
check
have
it
you
out.
check out.
Yeah. And then I think that's all we're gonna need from here. I look at Kodraki.
Rakodra.
Rakodra. Is there anything else you wanted to do while you were here? Kodra?
So while I was missing in the stacks, can I say that I was looking for books on like transfiguration, transmutation / shape-shifting stuff?
Yeah. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Okay.
With advantage because you've been here before.
Okay. Oh, don't fall, baby girl. Downside of me sitting on an exercise ball instead of a chair. Investigation with advantage. Oh,
Wonderful.
well, good thing I had the
Hey.
advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. You pull out one book. Changeling, the Modern Alien.
Hmm. That's racist.
You know what? Just because I'm an immigrant doesn't. Just kidding. That would no. Okay.
If you'd like to open it and flip through it, you're welcome to.
Can I say that I pocketed it for later?
Make a sleight of hand check if you're trying to steal it. You can always check it out.
Can I do it as a deception check? Well, can I? Yeah, let's do a check out.
You know what? No, you're fine.
I'd like to do like, can I do like a deception check as I check it out or something instead, or just check it out? I look like Kodra, so.
If you're gonna commit to attempting to take it without checking it, we can move forward with that. Yeah, we can try.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Gonna do that.
You take the book in your hands, and you guys get ready to head out to the desk to leave.
I go over to the desk and say, I put the Everbeam book on the desk. We're just gonna check this one out.
Welcome back. Sure thing. Kodra, did you find everything you needed all right?
Yes, and I hold the book up. I'm like, I'll bring this back shortly. Just doing some extra research.
All right. Make a deception check with advantage.
Why didn't it roll it? Where's my roll?
It was supposed to be a roll.
1D.
What? Wait, hold on. Let me make sure that I gotta refresh.
Hey.
Hey,
refresh
that's
this.
a 20.
Nat 20. Hey.
You just
No.
took a second.
It took 2 seconds because I rolled it twice.
Nice.
It doesn't matter, I guess, which one. They're basically
Yeah.
the same.
Barely even a glance across her face. Okay, yes, just bring it back when you're done, Kodra.
Sure thing, man. Keep up the great work.
You're too sweet. Yeah, and you all are essentially free to go unless there's anything else you'd like to do in the College of the Black Rose.
You said you wanted to see your friend?
We've seen her. And I'm good to go.
Oh, all right. Okay. Did they see you?
Technically, yes.
Okay. I guess that's kind of something.
Trust me, if she had seen me, we would have been here for days.
Do you want to see her?
I did see her. We're good.
Yeah, but like, did you want to talk to her as you?
Bruh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's better that she doesn't know that I was here. It might cause problems.
Okay, if you're sure.
Yes. Well, if we make our way back, then I will make more of an effort to see her as me. But
We do have, yeah, you're right. We do have pertinent matters at hand. And by that, of course, I mean getting over to the bar and buying a bunch of food for everybody.
yes.
Wonderful. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
not yet. Was there anything else to do before you guys got your food?
I would like to go check out the classroom. 303.
305.
305. You know what? I was close.
You were close.
Yeah, you
No,
guys-
no,
close.
yeah, this is.
Rocky starts to walk into 303, and Quinn's like, nope.
A full class is in session. They all turn to look.
Never trust a hoe. Sorry.
Just had to make sure. Closes the door. Still looking like Kodra.
Yeah, easily enough to do. You guys find room 303. It is empty.
305.
Can we
There's-
investigate it?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's from 305.
305.
305. Yeah.
Shit, did I say the wrong thing? Damn it!
What?
Are
What?
we
What do you-
rolling? Is one person rolling an advantage or?
Whatever you'd like to do.
are we both rolling?
Hold on.
What
I
do
have
you
to
like to do?
re-save the game. I rolled a 20, but it wasn't saved. I want to roll it into the table correctly, so I'm going to roll it again. But
Okay.
I don't think it'll work. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, no, we're going with yours.
Yeah. Both of you see clearly that the classroom is sparse. There is what looks like some sort of blackboard across one side. There are no desks. There are sets of like what appear to be soft, like almost like bedroll, but like firmer kind of mats that are rolled up against one wall.
Mhm.
On the blackboard, Quinn, you can kind of make out erased notes.
Yeah,
A few words stand out, like eye contact, shoulders, but nothing incriminating, it appears, in this room. It looks to be very clean.
You
and
said a
sparse.
black ward?
A blackboard.
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 Chalk.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Quinn,
Chalkboard.
like being reminded of like lessons that he's been in the past, like reflexively corrects his posture a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make his way over to the desk and kind of see if there's drawers in it or something like that. If there's anything like that.
Sure. As you pull through, it looks like every single drawer is empty.
Yeah. All right. I
There's
think
nothing written on the board.
but it's just like lesson stuff.
It's
just
residue.
just notes and things like that. Nothing incriminating. It doesn't seem.
Okay.
I think she rolled the place. I think she's gone. You're muted.
I'm muted. Sorry. She was meowing. It's interesting. She would have carelessly left this book on her desk and then just disappeared. You think she planted it specifically?
I think that she left it in between lessons. So while she was still here.
Does that seem like something she would do to you though? Unintentionally?
We found a couple of her things left out. I mean, she left the vial underneath her bed. She's
Fair. She
kinda
is a little sloppy. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just don't want us to accidentally be falling directly into her manipulating into us, maybe summoning something we shouldn't, kind of a thing.
Even if she is like luring us into a trap, I kind of would
It would still bring us to her.
bring us to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Is there any way we can pass some sort of like protection in this room so if she does appear again, that any of the students would be protected?
I don't have anything like that. No. Do you want to talk to a rat?
Would you like to speak to a rat?
I got nothing like that.
I don't think I have anything either.
It's fun. We can, if we have to, we can come back with May, and May may have something. May might have something to help us.
May.
May.
Maybe. Okay. All right. Well, at the very least, when we get a little bit further, I'll be able to check back in with shoot, how do I pronounce her name?
Rowella.
Rowella. Once we have a day or so under, we can check back in with Rowella and make sure that she hasn't shown back up, and she'll be able to tell us if that's the case.
Okay. Then
Okay.
let's get some waffles.
Oh, fuck yes.
Food is easy enough to find. If you guys want to mark down 5 silver per group
Okay.
meal.
How many meals are we gonna get?
5 meals, right? 5 meals makes sense.
5
per group
for 5
meal,
people?
So like 5
Oh.
silver for one group.
How
For
many
all.
meals are we wanting to take with us, though?
Oh, I see.
Sorry about encumbrance, maybe.
We could potentially be there for a little while, so let's just cover today. Let's get breakfast and dinner.
You think just today is enough? Well, I guess we are going to a city, right? So,
Yeah, we're going to another city. And this is just in case May
so 2 gold.
takes longer than expected to open up this portal.
Okay. You said 1 gold per meal.
5 silver per meal.
So
5
it would
silver.
it'd end up being 1 gold total.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take that out of our company finances.
Okay.
And
Trouble's got
We have-
words today.
he's got words, and you know what? I feel like Morgana's talking to him sometimes.
A boofy boy. He heard
Boofy
Troll
boy.
come into the chat and got excited.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys get your food. You're able to make your way back down into the dungeon. If you go in the front way, they just let you in. With a sneeze.
Bless you.
And unless there's anything that group dungeon would like to do in the meantime while waiting to meet up, you guys are reunited.
Oh. Celine, while we're both like focusing on portal and everything, would just like to, like, through strained breath as she's concentrating, would just like to look at May and just be like, so what is your home like when it's not looking chaotic from a hand-sized hole in a wall in a dungeon?
Also visibly straining. Okay, so Celine, we've been together for a week, and you choose right now to ask me about myself. I don't know what to say. Nero is a city. The water is beautiful, not like here. The reef is a shimmering purple. It is a city where you care about your neighbor and they care about you.
Yeah, that sounds nothing like here.
It has been a while since I was home, but I didn't, it was never somewhere that I wanted to leave.
Well, I'm glad we'll get to go back then, at least for a little while.
Well, I'm not excited about going back either. What about you? How was it for you to be back home? Yeah, I know it's tough.
It's been stressful mostly. I really don't like being here.
No
Trying
one
to,
you wanted to see?
oh no. Actively trying to avoid, actually. But I don't know. The water, I like the water here though. I gotta say, the whole beautiful water thing, not like here. I resent that. Our water is very unique. And I'll stick to that.
Well, until you see Nero.
I guess.
It is nice here. Demetrius,
Yeah.
are you okay to be leaving so soon?
Yeah, I think I'd prefer to get out of here, if I'm being honest. I don't know if y'all caught on to it, but I wasn't exactly keen on sticking around here.
Sure. You know everything that we have done here, and we didn't do anything for Nikita's family.
Yeah. It's not too late, I guess. We could try to do something. It just feels like we've been pulled every which way, and I don't know. Feel like we picked up one thread and took a step forward and then got knocked two back.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Maybe with what we've done to the wolves, they'll be able to come home, but Kodra is a more immediate matter, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
At this moment, Demetrius, there's a tingle in your head as a familiar spell kind of comes into your conscious. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, baby. What's going on?
Are you okay right now?
Well, yeah, I'm okay. Is everything all right?
Yeah. Sorry. I had one of the, not a great dream, but I'm okay. I just wanted to hear your voice and make sure everything was
Standing
all right.
up, like immediately, like that fucking move when you get the call at 3 a.m. from like your kid, like awake.
What's kind of dream? It wasn't. There weren't a bunch of hands in it, were there?
Hands.
Yeah. Like a. What was your dream about, sweetheart?
I guess there were a lot of hands. I was in a forest and I was looking for you and Mama. And well, the trees turned into your arms and they started grabbing at me. And they pulled me down.
Yes.
And there was a mean voice. But I just wanted to call and make sure you were all right.
Yeah, baby, I'm okay. It's that sounds like just a bad dream. You listen to me now. If you have any more of them dreams, there's anyone in there that tries to talk to you or do you any wrong, you just remember you're dreaming and you contact me just like you did, okay? You just remember that, all right? I'll talk you through this whole big bad dream. It doesn't matter if you're awake or asleep. I'll be there for you, baby girl.
Make a persuasion check.
We're so persuasive.
That's pretty persuasive.
This is not bad for me.
I will. Thank you. I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Ophelia. You be careful, all right? I'll see you soon. I'm working on it, okay?
Did you find Mama? Any progress?
Not yet, baby. I'm looking, though. You know I'm not gonna give up.
Of course, of course. Okay, I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go back to bed.
Okay, you get some sleep, baby.
Good night.
Good night.
The connection fizzles.
Demetrius is just immediately going to start pacing, like
Demetrius,
Just-
is everything okay?
Oh, everything's not all right. God damn it. Why are we... Oh, God. I need to find Thalia. I need to get to Ophelia. We need to go to Asteria. God damn it. Why are we running off to Narrow? That's where I wanted to go in the first place, and you all convinced me otherwise. Now we're turning around and going off to Narrow. God damn it.
he just like kicks the ground.
Okay. Well, you know, Demetrius, if we hadn't have come here, you wouldn't know that Ophelia is okay, so...
Continues pacing, just like fuming, frustrated.
I got to Ophelia, but I still ain't any closer to Thalia. I've gotten little hints that she's alive somehow, but I don't... God.
This is all feeling very connected, so if we just keep following what we can, I'm sure it will be okay.
I don't know, May. I feel like I'm being run around. I feel like I'm not getting any closer to it. I've been given a little bit of hope, and then it's like it. I don't know. The only thing I want to do right now in this entire world is to wrap my arms around my baby girl. Be able to hold her and see with my own eye that she's alive and well. I don't know what to do, mate. I'm just... God damn it. You got that portal open yet?
May will just kind of look over to Celine and say, maybe you should talk to Demetrius. I'll stay with this.
Celine will go over to Demetrius and just kind of put hands on his shoulders and just be like, listen, everything happens when it's supposed to be. You have direct line to your daughter. She's not going anywhere.
We don't know that, though. Celine, what if I faff around up here and we're chasing our tails over leads that don't go anywhere, and then I get down to Asteria and it's like Roblox all over again? What if I can't lose them again?
I know this is so hard to do. I know it's hard to like be pulled in so many different directions. But I feel like everything's happening in the order that it's supposed to, and I think that there's some peace to feel in that feeling. I feel like she's definitely our next step.
She has to be. I have to. What kind of father would I be if I just leave my girl out there?
You're you're an amazing father, okay? She knows that, and I don't know anyone that would dispute that fact. You've raised a very capable young woman, okay? And I'm very confident that she got that far on her own, and she's going to be okay.
Demetrius is just gonna like raise an arm around Celine's neck and bring her in and just kiss her on top of the head.
Hey, don't you go forgetting you're my baby girl too.
That's why I know.
I'm trying, Celine. I'm trying.
Well, you got back up, so.
He just kind of looks down at the prosthetic arm and leg, and
I got back up once. I don't know if I'll be able to do it again.
Well, we're not going anywhere, so.
Okay then.
End the game, old man. Let's go.
Ah, fuck you. I ain't that old.
May, as you return
4 years young.
looking at the portal, it is wider. It has gone from about the size of a handprint to like a 2 foot, 2.5 foot like window.
Okay.
You're making good progress. You could even probably like squeeze through it at this point, or you can continue to work on it.
Yeah, we'll keep working on it to make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
May is not the biggest one of the bunch, so she wants to be sure everybody can come through.
And as you continue with, though you can't see it, knowing with your keen mind that the sun is dwindling in the sky and it's beginning to get late, you have been doing strenuous mental and physical activity all day. It is beginning to wear on you. Just for your reference.
She doesn't care. She powers through it.
Yeah. Just like May does.
After that conversation, Celine will tap right back in and be right there with her.
Awesome. Quinn and sorry, go ahead.
Just
Please.
quickly, like whenever Celine comes back over, just quietly. Do you think he's going to be okay?
I've known that man a long, long time, and I think that he's absolutely going to pull through. And like I said to him, everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and we'll get there. And that little girl is going to be, from what I remember, she's really scrappy. So I really think that everything's going to pan out. Knock on wood.
We can't afford to have him unravel on us.
He'll be okay. He's a soldier at the end of the day.
Okay. Keep working.
Yeah.
Keep kneading that dough.
There is just one more thing, Quinn and Rocky, as you're walking back through the street with the food and books in your arms. You pass a familiar face who kind of double takes you as Cassia kind of stops in her tracks. Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hey, Cassia.
How's it going?
Hey,
See
we're
ya.
we're good. It's good to see you too. We're actually on our way out of here.
Out of here? What do you mean?
Yeah, we one of our friends got kidnapped by the people who took your brother.
We've got a bit of a project to take care of. We'll
One of the
probably be
friends
back
that I
soon.
met? Is Demetrius okay?
Yeah, no, it was somebody. Demetrius is fine. Everyone you met is fine.
Don't scare me like that, Quinn.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Of course, yeah. Did you all hear what happened?
No, what?
There
What
was
happened?
a raid led by the lieutenant on some random house, and they found a list with a bunch of secret Scarlet Wolf hideouts. It sounds like they're gonna bust them.
When is this happening?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know how the lieutenant works, but
Where did this happen?
some house somewhere, somewhere in the upper districts. The lieutenant led a raid on some random house and found a bunch of Scarlet Wolf stuff.
Remind me, Grace, did I tell my mom that I was leaving?
I believe you did.
Okay, all right.
She, at the end of the session last week,
Yeah.
made you promise to come see her before she leaves, and that she's going to be raiding the Asterisk house and taking the contents. And if you need anything from that house, it will be, you know where to find it.
Okay.
Is it abnormal that Cassandra knows this though?
I guess Rocky, make an insight check. Or
'Cause she's not on the force, right?
intelligence. She is in the guard, yes. She was a Marine.
Okay. She is military.
You know that about her, that she is a Marine.
My rolls are not great, even with my massive support +5. 11. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it for a second, and it seems reasonable.
Okay. Do you know by chance, is Quinlan's mom nearby with this list?
I'm sorry. Your name is Quinlan?
No, that's actually, I think, thanks for, Rocky, my name is Quinn. Quinn is
I
fine.
thought it's not short for Quinlan.
No, it's short for Quinara.
I just thought Quinn was your nickname, and I was trying not to be too familiar in front of strangers.
No, you're fine.
Definitely not too familiar.
I introduced myself as Quinn Quinn is the preferred name. Quinara is the legal name.
Quinara.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Yes. Is
something wrong with my name, Rocky?
No, just nothing. Nothing. Do you think it would be much of a detour for us to stop by your mom and see if we can get a copy of this list on our way out?
No. I don't think it might be a detour, but I think it's a necessary one for multiple reasons. One, I have to tell my mom that I'm leaving, and two, that information could be super helpful if we can find anything in Narrow. That way it's not just a wild goose chase.
Okay, Quinar, let's take care of some business.
Quinn, listen.
Rocky starts laughing.
Rocky, Quinn is the preferred name.
I can see why.
Okay.
As you two go to leave, Cassia kind of catches Rocky by the sleeve. Make sure to just tell Demetrius to be safe.
Of course, we won't.
We can tell him. He's gonna do what he wants, but we can tell him.
That might be no stubborn bastard, but.
I guess, don't worry. I won't let him get in any more trouble than he needs to be in.
I'll take care of him. Yeah. He'll take care of you. He's a good man.
Yeah.
And you know where to find us if you ever come back to the city. Our family's together again, so.
I'm pretty sure we'll probably definitely be back at some point.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
I appreciate the tip-off.
I barely just tagged along, but I'm glad I met y'all. We'll meet again soon.
Soon. Quinn just kind of hightails it towards the Asterisk house. Sorry.
Rocky follows after one last glance back at Cassia. I have a name problem as it is, you guys, for real.
You're fine, you're fine.
Just gonna play into it. And just kind of still a little oddly serendipitous, and then follow Quinn.
Sure. And you two are going to the Hall of Justice?
I believe we were heading to. I guess that at the Hall of Justice is where I was meeting my mom later.
Whichever you would like.
We'll go. I think the Hall of Justice works. At this point, it's probably if the raid's already done, she's probably there.
Yeah, you both enter. You walk up, you wander up to her office, no problem. She is there, nearly buried in paperwork, and there are a variety of other like miscellaneous objects kind of scattered around her. Quinn, Rocky,
Mom.
welcome. I'm happy to see you both.
Hi. It's good to see you. I walk over. I kissed her on the cheek.
She embraces you.
Rocky walks over and hello, ma'am, takes her hand and gently kisses it and kind of like wheels her eyebrows.
Such a lady.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I'm glad you stopped by. We finished everything. The house was long abandoned, but
Did you find anything? Did you find anything worthwhile?
yes, actually. We looked through. There were quite a few gifts in boxes.
Yes.
Gifts. There was this beautiful pearl necklace. There was this jade bracelet.
Did you touch any of them?
Not without gloves. Trust me. I've been in this business a long time. Most notable though, and she pulls out of a pink kind of paper bag a beautiful dress. It is intricate. It is finely sewn. She pulls out a tag that has TL on it.
TL?
Mm-hmm.
TL.
There's some chocolates here. They're all expired. Trust me. Take my word for it. There's this fur coat here. A bunch of gifts for what would appear to be a woman. I can only assume Rika. And then we also, just in the middle of a table, it was kind of the only belongings that were out, except for all of these gifts that were just piled in the living room. This binder here. And she pulls it out, sets it on the table, and kind of opens it and flips through it. There are dozens, similarly to Fallon's apparent notebook, sketches, though they all look like a different visual style. It looks like these were done by different artists. There is a sketch of what appears to be Laszlo Sauer, the man that you saw in a suit and tie. There are some of the Red Sea. There are some of the Red Bank Market. There's one very detailed drawing of a cafe. All of them are marked RT. And then after that sketch of Laszlo in the suit and tie, all the images after are marked RA. In a red pouch, a familiar looking red pouch, Rocky, there is, it's at the back of the binder, kind of folded in. It contains 2 rings, a large diamond engagement ring and a wedding band.
The red pouch is familiar to me.
It looks like the same kind of red material that you found on the 3 imposters that you killed in the dungeon.
Oh, when Demetrius and I was okay. I point at the red pouch. Was this with the rest of things just mixed in, or?
It looks like it was tucked very carefully into this binder.
Could you tell me the initials again? It was RATL.
It was, so on the dress, there was a little tag that said TL. In the sketchbook, all of the sketches were marked RT. Then after one image of Laszlo in a suit and tie, they are all marked RA. And she's kind of flipping through this. Riley speaks up. I think that this must have been something about when they were married. Rika Thornwall to Rika Astrick. I would assume. Not married anymore, clearly, but...
Right.
And then we also found some more peculiar items. I'm still kind of investigating these. I can't quite tell what they are. She pulls out a bundle of what looks like silver string. It has not been kept carefully. It is just kind of like in a ball and plops it on the table. This is magical somehow, but I'm not quite sure how. It looks like some sort of, I don't know. I'm not very gifted with this kind of thing.
I think we may have somebody who can figure out what this is, but she's busy right now. May is down trying to reopen the portal down there.
Sure. I mean, either way, it's much less consequential than this. And she pulls out a different kind of case. It's like a velvet box, and in it, there is most notably a map of Terminus, a map of the entire world. And there is a clear kind of glass irregular triangle. And the corners of the triangle are colored.
What colors?
Let me pull this up here so I make sure that I get it right. Sorry. Sorry, I need to pull up a map of the world real quick. For no reason.
No reason at all.
What?
For 0 reasons. Sorry, I know it's obscuring things. Okay.
Oh.
So, actually, you know what? I can just take you to the world map because you have
It's
one
in
of
here?
those now.
Yo.
Hey.
You see a map of the
Yo.
world. So it looks like the longer kind of point on the irregular triangle has a white dot on it. The one on the lower, or well, one of the other angles has a red dot on it, and another one has a purple dot on it. Also,
You make me really curious about why you had to look at the map to know the colors of the triangle.
no reason.
Not me zooming in and zooming in and zooming in.
On the back of the map, there is written in faded text: the 4 will uplift the 3, will uplift the 1. The Bane land sails in on a tide of spirited blood.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck.
Fuck.
So dark.
Is that written down somewhere?
It's
For
about
our-
to be.
Okay, for our leisure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it in Discord if that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. We also found a variety of red candles. Most of them are half melted, not magical, but it seems like
Red
these were
candles,
some
you said?
significant- Red candles, yeah. Here, and she kind of takes one out and plunks it on the table. It looks
You have
like
a bag?
wax candle.
Can we take 1 or 2 of these with us?
The candles, sure. I think I'm going to need to keep most of this stuff, unless you think you can all do something with it.
Have you
you-
opened the red bag?
Hmm?
Have you opened the red pouch bag?
Yes, she had opened it to show you, and in it there was a large diamond engagement ring and a wedding
Oh,
band
that's
inside.
what that was in the bag. I thought it was in a box next to. Okay. We have very strong reason to believe that red items, not necessarily the same kinds of items, might be a type of identifier or something with the red hand. The underground place that we were just at.
The Scarlet Wolves.
Yes.
Red objects.
Red objects. And they
Like-
seem to vary. We found red sashes. We have found various red items on a few
I see.
incapacitated fellows. So if you have found red items within this house, try to make note of maybe where they were when you found them, whether or not they're involved, the owners of the house are involved or not, might be based off of how likely those might have been planted, left, or were owned by the owners.
It seems, I mean, hard to deny at this point that
The owners of the house.
Laszlo, this sour person, was certainly working with this hand or the Scarlet Wolves. I will keep an eye out, though, for pouches like this. Do you mind if I keep this pouch? I don't know why I'm asking you. I'm going to keep this pouch.
Well, you should keep the pouch. We would like to take the candles.
You can certainly take a couple of these candles, yeah. There were like 17 of them. Do you want all of them?
I don't know if we need all of them, but if
Well,
they're
If
Is
they're
there
useful, by all
a
means, take some.
I look at Quinn. You don't think there's a significance in the number 17 specifically as far as
I don't know the numbers.
summonings go?
That was really an estimate. It might be given
Okay.
They're-
I'm like, I don't know how sorcery works. I'm not sure. Warlocks, do they need 17? Is it a sacred number? I don't know.
It seems like the numbers that are showing up a lot is 4, 3, 4, and 3.
So we should probably take 7.
Could we take 7 of them?
Sure, that's fine.
Could we also
These seem
take?
non-magical, so.
Okay. The silver string. Do you have people who are going to be able to identify that, or
Not really.
we might have somebody. We also have ways of contacting you if necessary. So I can give it to our guy and see if we can learn something.
At this point, you all have been so helpful helping us find these leads in the first place. I feel very comfortable giving you some of these.
Okay.
But I can't overstate how important it is that you make sure that they remain intact during your
Of course.
travels.
Yeah. We don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to find anybody to use this as evidence against, but we'll make sure that it stays intact. And
Just study it and let me know what you learn.
yeah, of course. If it's useful, we'll make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Honestly, it takes a little bit of weight off of my back because I also found this, and she heaves down a massive tome that is filled with names and businesses and people. This appears to be a record of the Scarlet Wolves membership, so
Wow.
we're going to be cracking down. You said you had someone that you were worried about? The Tamyels.
Sorry.
You mentioned the Tamyel family?
Yes.
Amiels.
This should help.
Okay.
I will send word to you when I hear.
Great.
What kind of other information other than, say, a roster of employees have you seen in there? Is there information about the individuals' backgrounds or why they're in, or any kind of like identifying tethers that tie them to the organization, like maybe debt? Is that sort of information in the book?
That kind of remains to be seen. This is just a list of names and addresses. There do appear to be
Some notes.
other names associated with these people that are not members.
Okay.
Collateral, perhaps.
If you find anything related to Fenrir, what's her name? Fenrin?
Fallon?
Fallon.
Fallon.
I'm telling you, first letters I can get, and then I struggle so hard with remembering names.
You're fine, yeah.
If anything is in there relating to Fallon, people she knows, people she contacts regularly, especially in Narrow,
Sure.
is there a way that you can send us word?
Where will you be staying?
I look over at Quinn. Do we know?
In Narrow?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Narrow.
You said that you had stayed briefly in Lachlan's Rest, yeah?
Yeah, we
I
had
can-
stayed.
I can send it to the tavern there if that's
Send
a
it
safe
to-
place.
Send it to Nikita in the tavern.
Okay, I will do
She's
that.
a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I learn anything. And
Okay.
We will try to send you a sending as well, just to touch base in a couple of days.
okay.
Maybe a bird
Maybe a bird or a rat.
or a
A
rat.
bird, a rat, a spell, anything to know that you're all okay.
Of course. The bird's probably better. It can go further. The spell is really it's narrative.
I would love to not have another rat on my hands.
Oh, but he's he's
Literally.
clean.
You have
He's
to
good.
watch what
He's
he
so
eats.
You
he
would be
had a movement
surprised.
in my hands, and it was very
Um,
white and full of paper, and I don't understand.
That's
You have to
That
watch
was
his diet. If you're gonna have a
Yeah.
pet, you have to be responsible, Quinn.
Mom, okay, yeah, I will be responsible. All right. I lean in, I kiss her on the forehead, and
Drink plenty of water. Be safe. Take
I'll
care
be
of each
safe.
other.
I'll be safe.
Rocky leans forward just slightly, like as if she was hoping to also maybe get a kiss on the forehead.
She does reach out for you and pull you into a big mom hug.
You feel
Rocky just kind of stands there and does not choose to be the first one to release.
you can feel
taking it.
Quinn. You can feel Quinn's eyes just like boring into the back of your skull.
Quinn's about to have a new step mommy. Wow.
Rocky is just waiting for her to choose to be the one to end the hug. She is not going to be the first one to end the hug.
She eventually does let you go, takes you by the shoulders. Okay, travel safe. Let me know as soon as possible when you land somewhere, and I will be here.
Okay, you got it, Mom. We will. We'll let you know. We'll let you know what we find.
Okay. So you
I gotta
take
get-
the velvet case with the map in it. You take the glass
Triangle.
triangle that's inside of it. You
And
take the
7
string.
candles.
Okay,
7
I'll wait.
candles.
I'll wait until we're all together. 16 candles. What's that?
7
Okay.
candles.
We're gonna head back to the hideout.
Cool.
As we're walking really fast too, I just want to ask Quinlan,
Quinn.
Quinn.
you don't I thought for a minute maybe we should warn her about Fallon being at the academy, but I think it might actually be more beneficial for us to have the insight from our friend there to not tip off Fallon that we know that they're at the academy and shouldn't be.
I don't think Fallon's at the academy anymore. I think Fallon has emptied everything out and has left.
Well, they just said that she was a new teacher, which means she
Yeah.
just started putting herself there. It would be very unusual to plant herself and then choose to leave so immediately.
I think she was just there to kidnap Kodra.
You know, that could be. All right. But
Yeah.
that's fair. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
A worthy reason.
I can't think of it. Like, it's literally, it's kind of conspicuous that she shows up, is there
But
for
she
a
had
few
some
days.
suspicious books while she was there, though. Maybe she was stealing things from the library as well. I mean,
Maybe- we gotta. We don't know how far along May is with that portal. We gotta.
we got a boogie.
Yeah.
You guys
We
make
can't
it back, no problem.
Yeah.
As you all find yourselves
Who wants some waffles?
reunited.
At 8 o'clock.
Waffles and
at night.
chicken? Waffles and chicken? Chicken and waffles?
Chicken and waffles. Waffles and chicken.
I think I'm okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take some.
No,
Are
you
sure?
guys.
I've got
No,
maple
no.
syrup and everything.
You guys need to eat. I point towards Celine and May. You guys look like you've been sweating all day. You need to eat something.
Gross.
May, Quinn's right. You need to eat something. You've been working something fierce. So, come
Plus,
on.
we have something we want you to look at while you're eating anyway.
Well,
So
I don't know if May can look right now, but we've had a very busy day today.
We can fill you in while you're eating, so it's not wasted time.
Yeah. We fill them in on all the stuff we.
Everything, yeah.
So just to run through what that is real quick to remind people, we have Fallon was a professor at the Black Rose. We have the book about the Everbeam.
Mhm.
We have Fallon's notebook, which had all these pictures. including the detailed drawing of a child in trees. Just thought I'd say that real quick. For no reason in particular. And then I didn't recognize any of the other ones.
I think it's just me and you on that one, buddy.
Yeah, all right. There were some sketches I saw about the maw, the gut, the hand, and the eye. As well as the silver string that I got from my mom.
Okay.
And that's it. And then the four up, well, four below lift the three, uplift the one. The Vineland sails in on a tide of spirited blood.
Okay.
So you shared everything with
I shared everything. I just was going through the important bits to jog memories.
Did you
As
take
soon
the
as-
dress with you?
Did we take the dress with us? I don't think so.
We didn't say that we did, but if we need to retcon and say that we did, then maybe
No,
we should.
I'm just asking.
As soon as you mentioned
LTL?
NTL, Demetrius stands up. What'd you say?
Oh my god! I was trying so hard to figure out who that could be.
I knew immediately. I was like, I can't say.
I mean, Riley offered if you wanted to take everything, you can have.
We can run out real quick and grab that. Is that important? What is that? What does that mean?
It's my wife's handiwork. My wife made dresses. She was a designer.
Did
Oh.
did your wedding
that's,
ring?
That's her fucking initials. That's her signature. That's
Are you?
what she put.
Are you missing your wedding ring?
Am I missing my wedding ring?
No.
I don't-
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I was gonna ask. Do you know what her wedding ring looked like, though?
It'd be a simple matching golden band like mine is.
So it would not be what we saw in the bag then.
It doesn't look
Right.
familiar to you. If you
Yeah.
Because we didn't take the rings from the bag, right?
You could
Quinn's
have.
mom kept the bag. She
You
said
want-
that she needed to.
No, she needed to keep the bag. That's right.
She kept the bag, but you can have.
We could have
anything
taken the
else.
rings. Okay.
Do you want us to get the dress? I can run back and grab it real quick. We had pretty much free
I
reign.
don't give a god's damn about the dress. I care about where it was found. They found that in.
They found it at Sour's house.
Sour's house, but there was also engagement and rings. It sounds like he might have commissioned her to make a dress for his betrothed, is what I'm guessing based off the fact there is a dress and rings and candles. Like maybe they were going to have like an engagement ceremony, or he was going to propose to somebody.
A romantic evening, perhaps.
We brought some of the candles in case there was anything unusual about them, but they are red, which, and I look over at Demetrius, we've seen a lot of red in the last little bit here. And so I wanted to see if maybe there was something unusual about these red candles. And I look at May, like, are they unusual, do you think? Like, would you use candles for like a seance or summoning of some kind like this? Or are they just normal candle? I don't know. We brought a bunch just in case.
I mean, candles are used in all kinds of things, but I mean, the candle itself is not magical.
Okay. Would you like
Do-
some candle? We might just have to leave these here then.
Yes.
A question because I'm blanking. Do we know where Sour's house is? We do, don't we?
Riley
Am I
Got
told
the-
you. Yeah.
Riley? Okay.
And that's not the house that was just raided. It was somebody else's house.
No, it was the house.
Sour's
It is
house
the house that
was
was, yeah.
Okay.
We know where that's at?
Yes.
Cool. Demetrius stands up and leaves.
The things aren't there anymore. They're at the precinct. I call after him.
I gotta find something for her.
And I look over at Quinn and Celine. Should someone go with him?
Celine's like straining still. It is just like someone go follow that fucking man.
Yeah, you go with him. I'll stay here with these guys.
Me? I can't. Okay, I'll go. And Rocky follows Demetrius out.
Awesome. Yeah, Demetrius.
I leave the bag of stuff with the candles with them.
having left first, you emerge into.
Celine, I think we were taking a break to eat if you wanted to go with them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go follow that man.
Okay. I go with just because I'm rested at this point now. Might as well go do something not useful.
We're not rested, and we're a passionate father. So
Yep.
Yeah. You emerge. The sun has fallen, and dusk is settling over Merlbach. Light kind of pours out from the windows as you walk through the city streets.
I've been working this whole time. I have not rested at all. Oh boy.
No, you have not.
None of us have.
it's fine.
Fine.
Celine,
Yes.
as you emerge into the night, there is the bustle of the city around you. And for a second so small that you almost miss it, the sound of the city around you fades. Look to your mother.
I look up at the sky.
The moon is shining. Clouds kind of pass by, kind of breaking off the light, casting these moonbeams down on the city.
If there's like,
Where she rests.
what?
Find
We heard
where
rests.
she rests.
Yeah, I follow a moonbeam, and like I see if it like leads down somewhere.
Sure. So Rocky and Demetrius split off in search of Laslin's house. Celine, you split off. And let's do Celine first. Is that alright with you guys?
Yep.
By all means.
Okay. Night begins to fall as you walk. And you don't know where you're going, but you wind up kind of face to like lost in thought. You look up, the graveyard is in front of you. The Merlbach graveyard. You don't see anyone currently inside. All looks still. What would you like to do?
I'll go to where she's buried.
Notably, many of the gravestones in this area have fallen into disrepair. Covered in moss, covered in dirt, built with salt and grime and mold. Your mother's headstone is clean. Valerie Serena Stalenko. Nearly like oddly pristine. As you approach, also notably, there is what appears to be a white owl perched on the tomb.
I'll just like slowly go up to the tomb and like kind of like I don't know, like take some like seeds out of my pocket or something and like extend it to the owl.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
The owl kind of hops in place and leans down, pecks the seed out of your hand, crunches it, and has a moment where it looks straight into your eyes. And flutters away. Looking down at the tomb, you see a silver amulet leaned up against it on a fine chain. And it is marked like so.
Oh. Hmm.
Ancient energy, you say?
First, before I do anything with the amulet, I'll go up to it. I'll go up to the headstone and like run a finger across the top. Is there like any dust that comes off?
No.
I'll just like say to myself, at least he's kept up cleaning, making you clean. It's the least he could do, bastard. And then I'll and I'll get around to yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that thing. I'll take that shiny thing.
Yeah, you pocket it in your hand. It feels warm. Almost like if you held it and closed your eyes, almost like you're holding a beating heart in your hands. I will send you what you have just picked up.
Okay.
Hey.
It's a butt.
Before I do anything or go anywhere else, Celine will probably just take a moment and look at the moon and just get on her knees on top of where her mom is and just take a breath and like put her hands in the dirt and just kind of take some like heaving breaths before she just gets up and
Trust.
yeah, she'll put a hand on the headstone and just be like, I always do.
Wonderful.
And then she'll try and find her way back to friends.
All right. You know where they're going.
Yep.
I've just sent you the item that you just picked up.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Demetrius and Rocky, you make your way to Laslin's house. I don't have a good image of the outside of Laslin's house, but
How
you
dare.
find it. I
Revolt.
know.
Hate it.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely unforgivable.
In retaliation, we don't go there.
Oh, nuts. I can't find it.
It is a small 2-story house. Looks like it's not any wider than like one room, but it is finely built. One room on each floor is what I mean to say. It's a small 2-story house, but the construction looks fine. The paint looks good. This is a house in the upper districts.
Is there any damage from the raid?
The door is hanging slightly off the hinges, yes. But aside from that,
They took everything, so it's pretty empty then? Or
as you go inside, is that what you would like to do?
Yeah,
I'm
Demetrius is like definitely full. Like
Rocky's just
Not
following
really.
Demetrius.
we're not really thinking. We'll have the gun drawn. We'll have the cannon drawn. Iris by our side, keeping a lookout. We're literally like, we're not concerned about the consequences. We are just literally going into this place and looking for any sign of Thalia.
Gotcha. Yeah, make an investigation check.
We love.
Can I do like an assisted one? Like I'm not particularly looking myself, but I'm
Yeah.
helping him look.
Certainly.
Okay.
So take it with advantage. And after this check, Celine, you were not held up too long. You can join after this check is made.
That's a
That's not bad. It's
That's good.
18.
that's a nice necklace.
I know.
That's a very nice necklace.
I know. You find, so looking for any trace of Thalia. Actually, you know what? I do have the inside of this house during the daytime, so just imagine it's this but darker.
No, change the picture. Make it night.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll just wait. Wait.
Wait, no, Grace,
It's better
please.
not just make it dark.
It's dark now. It's nighttime now.
Or
Yes.
Oh my god, who turned off the lights?
Thank God I have dark vision.
Daytime.
You do find crumpled up a handwritten receipt. It looks to have been swept to the side or forgotten. Let me find the name of this thing.
Sure. Assuming this is also what you're pulling up. I'm also, if it's a receipt, I'm assuming it's. God damn it. I'm assuming it's from a store and or in Thalia's handwriting or something thereof.
It looks to be a store.
Okay.
It is like a handwritten receipt. It is not Thalia's handwriting.
Okay.
It says the Salty Dwarf.
Salty dwarf. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on it, there's just one item, TH dress. And it has a pretty exorbitant amount of gold charged, reflected on the receipt. It's about 500.
Damn, my baby girl's fucking making bank. Holy shit.
Someone was.
Yeah, someone.
I mean, looking back, you remember when Thalia began to pursue fashion design. She had a hard time finding a lot of people to supply to. The Salty Dwarf, you would remember clearly. It was one of her first vendor relationships. Not a very high-end clothing store by any means, but they would take her stuff and sell it. You don't remember her bringing home a lot of money from the sales there.
Any place calling itself salty, I can't imagine. Okay, so we will. I'm assuming at this point we would our stores closed at this
Yes.
point. Okay. So we just hold the receipt for a moment, kind of just staring down at it, looking at this first instance of a faint lead to Thalia, and we just kind of crumple it up and hold it to our chest for a second before stuffing it in a pocket and turning. And assuming we've given the building a good comb over, that there's nothing else really of significance, I'll probably return back to the rest of the party.
Okay. Yeah, as Celine, Rocky, Demetrius, you look at the rest of the house, there isn't really anything else. You see in a closet, there is a fake wall that has been kicked out, presumably in the raid. You see melted remnants of red wax. But otherwise, majority of the surface here are covered in a fine layer of dust. It looks like whoever lived here did not live very well here, despite the nice appearance of the house from the outside. Yeah, if there's nothing else you'd like to do, you all gather back.
I will say that Quinn, while this is happening, giving May what is likely what she would prefer, keeping quiet and just reading. He's going to read his Damarkog book now. He feels like he's got an opportunity to now.
It's only about a 3-minute read if you'd like to read it out loud. If you want
Sure.
to. You don't have to, but
I absolutely, I got no problem with that. I like reading. The leather cover of this book is weathered and faded. The binding looks ready to break. Wherever this book came from, it is either well loved or very old. The song speaks through me. It is in the beat of my heart. It is in the melody of my breath. It is a symphony in my veins. All things return to the song, the first note that was struck at the beginning of time, which reverberates even now into everything we love and honor and fear. The song is the beginning and the lifeblood of all. It sustains us and it drives us. It is wonder. It is desire. The song is the sound of the wish. All things return to the song. All things return to one. I was a younger man when I crafted the sacred instruments. I carried a frightful awe of the song and wished to know it, to sing it myself. I swore to my God and bore the word of truth and law. I spent long hours in dim temples and was driven by that calculating master law and my love of the song to craft the Dom, quite literally the song. Oh, my naive ambition. I distributed these instruments, imbibed with the power of my master and guide, to the most knowledgeable and skilled bards throughout Terminus, but only those who were stout and strong of heart. It took many years to find them, but the Damarkog, the song bearers, were born. It was a night of wind and rain that we gathered in the north, where the veil is thin and the song is loud. Our brothers, the word bearers, were gathered elsewhere that night, far to the west. I would learn only too late of the massacre that awaited them at the gates of Balak. The calling of the word bearers bothered us little. My brethren, my fellow bards, we had spent decades devoted to the song, learning its cadence and patterns even as it played on and on. Masters of the song, we thought ourselves. We sought to harness it. We sang and we played. We danced and we wept. We joined the song. Our voices became the rushing of the wind. Our feet became the beating of the rain. A lightless morning began to break after many hours of playing, and our eyes became the sun beyond the clouds. None of them still believed me, but I did feel it, the slightest edge of the full power of the song. My fingertips just grazed it, and would have found purchase had the song not suddenly stopped, reality interrupted. The gates of Balak opened to unleash a sea of horrors. A string on my lute snapped. The one note of our song returned to many, and after a night of channeling the most powerful magic in this land or any other, we were simply 7 people soaked with rain. My connection to the song has since been severed, as was that of my brethren. I hear it always and can never again sing along. It is worse than death. This was long ago. My fellows have scattered across the world. Our attempt was foolish, and the temptation of the power we nearly had is far too great. We decided unanimously. The Damarkog will endure, but never again will its members gather as we did. We will revere the song, not seek to conduct it. I am an old man now. I remain here in Veromia and find a successor. The others will do the same in the dusts of their lives. Beware, my loves. In the moment the song slipped from me, in the sound of the breaking, for the briefest moment, I heard the future, the sound of the great end, the Freljord to my people, heralded by a behemoth atop 3 great foul wishes, insight lacking wisdom, power lacking strength, and riches lacking wealth. Balak was the beginning. Whatever dark forces fall upon this land, they can never know the power of the song or the potential of the Damarkog. Sharp and heavy is the burden of a secret. Though our journeys lead us far, we are united in the universal language of the arts. All things return to one. We all return to the song. Hefrek Arkog, first of his name, last of his line, song-bearer and shade of Zinazar.
Ooh.
Shit.
I'll be reading that 100 times.
Yeah, there's a lot of spicy good in that bad
A
boy.
lot in that to break down.
There's a lot of stuff in there, gang.
Like some time drugs.
And I cast Identify.
On what?
On the silver string, right?
Yeah.
May lays out all her stuff and sets about with an incense of lemongrass, and she meditates with the string, and at the culmination, when she says the incantation, she touches a pearl to her forehead and a feather to the string.
Wonderful. Yeah. So
It's a string.
you.
Gee, that is a nice
Told me
shiny
it was
string.
fucking magical.
It's really nice, guys. This is a length of string, about 60 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
that has been enchanted with the spell Alarm.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it a one-time use kind of enchantment, or is it, and every time we string it up, it'll cause an alarm to happen if someone triggers it for us every time we string it up?
That, yes.
Oh.
It is not a
an
one-time
alarm
use.
rope.
Oh, forever alarm.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
And now, does the alarm send a message about the alarm happening no matter where you are from any distance, or is it just an audible noise?
So
Any
you have to
distance?
be. Yeah. Oh, it's any distance?
I think so.
So,
Or
like,
I
if we
might be
were to
wrong.
set it up in Fallon's school office to see if they come back.
Well, it would alarm us if anybody walked in there. We're gonna want to take that bad boy with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be within 1 mile of it.
Oh, okay. There is a distance.
That's still fucking.
I'm sorry, I woke you
That's
up.
a city right there. Like that's a.
That's anywhere in a city, yeah.
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 It will require attunement to use it.
Attunement's like what? An hour, 10 minutes,
Just sleep
or
with
overnight?
it.
So rest, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Oh shit,
whoa, what just happened?
that's cool. My
Whoa.
camera just fell off. My camera just decided to commit
It
toaster
said
fan.
so long.
Yeetus deletus. Yeetus deletus.
Yeah, I explained that to Quinn. I asked, I say, Quinn, are you familiar with the spell alarm?
I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Sure. This is
Do
that.
you want that?
I mean, anyone in the group, I guess.
Anyone
can
could.
use it.
Yeah, anyone could use it, I suppose. I've only got one attunement slot left, so I'll leave it to someone else.
I am already using, I think, my attunement slots.
Well, I mean, I will
Oh
take
no,
it
I
for
do have
now,
one
but-
left. Yeah, we should just agree when we need it, who should take it at that time.
Well, I'll go ahead and take it for now. So
Yeah, I think
Sounds good to me.
May having it is fine. I think.
Is that like an item in D&D, or will I need to make a custom item?
Oh, you know, I think it's a custom item. I can make
Okay.
it for you if that's easier.
Yeah. It's either way.
And just add it later.
Yeah.
Are we?
And
So-
I'll check with the portal.
Yeah.
How's that doing?
You notice that, like, when you take your hands away, it doesn't close up.
That's
It is now looking like a 3.5 foot on each side hole.
We could.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
All of you could probably squeeze through.
Demetrius may be a little tough with the burly shoulders, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but Rocky got pretty buff.
Is Rocky still buff, Rocky?
I would say that like maybe I'm a little bit more muscular than I was before, but switching
Slowly
to Coda,
deflating.
and yeah, like switching to Coda and then back to myself, it's kind of just been like a slow transition back to basically what I was looking like. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that I do not have the tiefling horns anymore at this point.
Mmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh well,
Yeah,
they're
Rocky.
they're buffer.
A little bit. Is that what happened? Why do you buffer with no horns?
Oh, we were just.
No. Oh. And Rocky like puts their hand ahead. I guess I didn't need them anymore.
What were they for?
I'm not sure they had a purpose, but I guess I consciously or subconsciously thought that they were required, and now I guess I don't think so. And I look around at all of you. I mean, none of you have horns.
Selene
it-
does.
Lena's horns.
Well, I mean, none of you have, this
You
kind
have like
of.
antlers.
horns.
No one here presently has horns.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just didn't seem necessary anymore.
Oh wait, I thought you guys were back.
Yeah, I thought they
If I'm back, we're all back, right?
Yeah, I thought I.
Yeah, everyone's.
We're all back.
gathered.
Yeah, we're all back.
Eating
I'm just like, I have. Okay.
How do you guys like your Are the waffles good? They might be a little soggy. We have
Kind
to
of
make a
cold.
pit stop. Yeah.
I use I use Iris to eat them up.
She takes a bite of one as she does.
Oh, I always share half of my meals with Iris. Like she always gets half of what I
love
have.
that. She takes one just
Oh.
in advance.
No, I can use prestidigitation to warm up food.
Oh my god.
We don't need your magic. We got the good old fashioned fire.
Oh, I'm gonna use the magic. That is Iris's breath. I don't know if you want me breathing on your food.
Does he think my breath stinks?
I don't know what he's thinking. He's just particular and picky. He's one of them fancy school types. So
Are you making fun of the fact I went to school?
I'm speaking in Draconic.
Oh, okay.
You speak Draconic?
I don't.
Did you learn Draconic in
You know what I'm saying?
Iris does the thing that dogs do when they're doing something that they're not supposed to, but they know that you're watching them, so they're like,
Just turns the head away and then just looks over. This is like, I know you're looking at me. What are you doing?
Okay. So going into Narrow, our goal is to find Fallon. Right?
I think our goals might have just shifted a little bit.
As Demetrius is going to lift the receipt out of his pocket and kind of put it down on the ground in front of him.
This store, it sold a dress. It was Thalia's dress. TL, that's Thalia Langston. That store's seen her. She's been there. We gotta go check this store out.
Is it in Narrow?
I think it's in Ralbach, correct? Or is
make a
do I even know? That's
We
true.
don't know.
make a history check.
Oh, nuts. Come on, Nat 20 right now. Look, see, it's a Nat 20. How's a 10?
You're not quite sure. You recall. You remember Thalia being excited about it.
Could I maybe try to
Go ahead.
remember something called the Salty Dwarf?
Could I also, since I've been to both Moralback and where we're at now, or the other place?
Anyone who wants to, go ahead and see if you recognize the name.
History?
History, please.
We're all so historical.
Fucking names of
We
place the
don't-
Salty Dwarf. Who buys a
fucking
dress
shops
from
anyways? Who's got money anyways?
Who buys a dress from a place called the Salty Dwarf?
May is just
I
like,
don't
oh
know.
wow,
People
a
are sneaking the
receipt.
bargain, but my woman, she does quality work. She's got good quality work at half the price, all right?
There's always a reason for the half price.
Actually, I have like
What?
May. This
Yeah?
rings a bell. The Salty Dwarf was owned by a neighbor of yours.
Oh,
Oh, that
May
makes me
picks
even
up
more
the
nervous.
receipt. Yeah, this is in Nero.
What?
This place, the Salty Dwarf.
Are you sure about that, May?
Yeah.
Well,
It was in Dockside. This is where
okay
I'm
then.
from.
Well then, let's go to Narrow. Like I said, we should have went there in the first fucking place. That's where I was trying to get us to go first. But no, we got to come back to Browbach. No, that's fine. That's fine. I know. We're all glad we're here. All right,
Okay.
let's go
Well,
to Narrow.
Demetrius, I've been, doing that all day. So
I know. I ain't rushing you. Take your time with it. I know this shit's magic, and I don't.
no, what I mean to say is maybe now is not the best time to just ramble on.
I ain't rambling on. I'm saying that we got to go to Narrow, and that's the point.
You're kind of rambling.
You're rambling.
I'm not. It was actually really quiet in here before you guys got back.
Oh, well, just send me the fuck to the hells, I guess, for trying to voice an opinion and trying to give us a little bit of direction. But no, you're right. You're right. I'll just sit over here and have my soggy, damp waffles. Thanks for that.
Do you want them to not be soggy and damp?
No, they're fine. I've got Iris.
All right.
Rocky whispers, I like when you talk to Demetrius. I thought it was important.
I thought it was important. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get us coordinated and cohesive, but I guess they don't want to hear about it because no, that's fine.
I love this so much. My cheeks hurt.
All right. Okay. We're all having a lot of fun here, but I don't know if you guys know, my friend has been kidnapped. Just thought I'd bring the whole mood down, if that's all right with all of you.
You mean
Thank
Kodra
God.
specifically, or
Coach,
Right?
yeah, Coach's been.
Well, ain't we following the lead going to Narrow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, the portal's ready, right, May?
I mean,
Are we going
is the portal
tonight?
ready?
it is big enough for us all to go through. I mean, just
Well,
have to hop a little bit.
we should probably go ahead and do so and get somewhere we can get a good night's rest before we continue on with our investigations, because it's getting
Yes.
late, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to sleep.
It is
desperately.
full on. It is pushing 11 p.m. now at this point.
I think we either go now or we're sleeping here and then going tomorrow morning. And
No,
I'd
I-
rather sleep in a bed.
Yeah.
Anybody's bed. Just a bed.
I think we should.
10:56.
I think we should go now.
Yes.
Okay, let's go in there.
Okay.
Quinn steps through the portal.
You kind of have to like almost climb into it. It's still about like 3 feet off the ground.
We don't know where this Quinn like halfway in stops and just looks at everybody. We don't know where this goes, do we?
I thought it went off to the beach.
Celine pushes him in.
Okay.
Demetrius jumps in after him.
Okay.
May will be the last to go through.
Okay.
Quinn first.
Yeah.
You emerge. You'll have to use your imagination a little bit because it is nighttime.
Oh, I got this. Don't worry.
Ooh.
You fall
When
a
you better
couple feet,
not.
face plant into sand. And the wind that blows around you now, fresh off the sea, is a stark contrast to the dank, dark cavern that you had found yourself in before. The air is thick with the smell of the sea. All of you sense this as you similarly tumble through. And as you kind of stand brushing the sand off of your bodies, you see glistening the moonlight off the sea, but also faint hints of fuchsia and brilliant pink and deep purple flashing beneath the sea, beneath the waves. These are the glowing gardens of Nero, an expansive coral reef. And turning behind you, the city, rising up in the hills. These gleaming rooftops, even now still illuminated with light, perched atop the sloping mountainside, dotting it like white wildflowers. Despite everything, the kidnappings, the murder, the fear, the anxiety, even now, the city is bright with people and with light, and everywhere you look is alive. I think that is where we will end tonight's session and
What?
pick it back up
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
week.
There's no way that it's already that time.
It's
Yeah.
already that time.
I am very acutely aware that it is that time.